My name is Ahmet. I live in a small village, and I dreamt of visiting Paris. Today was the most exciting day of my life. I went to the train station and started waiting for the train that would take me to Paris. When the train arrived, I bought my ticket and found my seat. As I looked out of the train window, I saw beautiful landscapes. My excitement increased as we got closer to Paris. Finally, I arrived in Paris. I left the train station and started walking to see the Eiffel Tower. When I saw the tower, I was truly mesmerized. I didn't forget to take a photo. Then I went to the Louvre Museum. I wanted to see the Mona Lisa. As I wandered through the museum, I saw many beautiful works of art. When I found the Mona Lisa, it seemed so small, but it was still very beautiful. For dinner, I found a cafe and decided to try French cuisine. I had a French omelette and a croissant. It was wonderful. My time in Paris passed very quickly, but for my next visit, I want to see and explore more things. As I said goodbye to Paris, I knew I would never forget this beautiful city. After spending a few more days in Paris, I decided to visit Notre Dame Cathedral. There was a long line in front of the cathedral, but it was worth the wait when I entered. The magnificent beauty of the cathedral captivated me. The candlelit interior provided a serene sense of peace. The next day, I took a romantic boat tour on the Seine River. Watching the historic bridges and magnificent buildings from the boat was a delightful experience. It was truly unique. Throughout my trip in Paris, I tried to chat with people, to get to know French culture better. Some of them could speak English and communicated kindly with me. I learned a few basic French words and didn't forget to say merci to people. Walking the illuminated streets of Paris at night allowed me to feel the city's romantic atmosphere even more. Watching street performers' shows and tasting local delicacies made my time in Paris unforgettable. Finally, it was time to leave Paris. I was sad to say goodbye, but I was grateful for the experiences I had in this beautiful city. I started thinking about where to go on my next trip. Maybe I should visit another European city or a different country. As I left Paris, I knew I would never forget this beautiful city and all the adventures I had. I look forward to seeing more places and exploring new cultures on my future travels. The next morning, I took one last walk in Paris. I wanted to explore the city one more time. I climbed up to Montmartre to enjoy the breathtaking view of Sacre-Cœur Basilica. This hill allowed me to see all the beauty of the city from above. Later, I visited the famous shopping avenue, Champs-Élysées. It was filled with stores, cafes, and luxury boutiques, making it a peaceful place to stroll. I bought some souvenirs and gifts for my loved ones. As I concluded my trip, I decided to spend my last evening in a park beneath the Eiffel Tower. The tower was illuminated with evening lights, and the sight was enchanting. I had a little picnic and watched Paris one last time, making this final evening a memorable moment. Finally, the time came to return home. After the days I spent in Paris, I packed my suitcase, left the hotel, and headed to the train station. Saying goodbye to Paris was difficult, but this trip felt like a dream come true. As I looked out of the train window one last time, I left Paris with all the memories I had made in this beautiful city in my heart. Paris will hold a special place for me, and I hope to visit it again one day. And that's the end of my Paris adventure. This journey was one of the most unforgettable experiences of my life, and I returned home with excitement to explore new places. Several months passed since Sammet's memorable trip to Paris, but the memories of the City of Light continued to inspire him. He began to take French language classes at a local community college, determined to master the language for his next visit. One sunny afternoon, Ahmet received a surprising invitation from a distant relative he had never met. This relative, who lived in the outskirts of Paris, had learned about Ahmet's previous visit and extended a heartfelt invitation to stay with their family during his next trip. Overjoyed by the opportunity, Ahmet eagerly accepted the offer, and the stage was set for another adventure in Paris. This time, Ahmet's journey was focused on exploring the city's hidden gems and local secrets. With the guidance of his welcoming relatives, he discovered charming neighborhood cafes, artisan bakeries, and quaint bookshops tucked away from the tourist crowds. Ahmet savored every moment, not as a tourist but as an honorary Parisian. One day he visited the Montmartre district again, but this time he decided to explore further. He stumbled upon a small art studio and was invited to participate in a painting class by a friendly local artist. Ahmet discovered his own artistic talents and painted a beautiful rendition of the Sacré-Cœur Basilica, a masterpiece that now hangs proudly in his small village home. Ahmet's visit to Paris coincided with the city's annual jazz festival, and he found himself swept away by the mesmerizing melodies of jazz echoing through the streets. He danced with newfound friends under the starlit sky, celebrating life in true Parisian fashion. During this trip, Ahmet also made a side journey to the charming village of Giverny, where he explored the enchanting gardens that once inspired the renowned artist Claude Monet. Surrounded by the vibrant colors and serene water lilies, Ahmet felt a profound connection to nature and art. As his stay in Paris came to an end once again, Ahmet left with a deeper appreciation for the city's culture, its people, and the warmth of his newfound family. Paris had not only been a destination for him, it had become a second home. Back in his village, Ahmet continued to study French, now with even more determination, as he eagerly anticipated his next visit to the City of Light. He knew that Paris would always hold a special place in his heart, and he looked forward to creating more unforgettable memories in this timeless city. And so, Ahmet's Paris adventures continued to shape his life, fueling his passion for travel, culture, and the beauty of human connections. His story served as a reminder that every journey, whether near or far, has the power to transform us and enrich our lives in countless ways.